Good morning, guys.
Good morning. From tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, we survived our muscle encounter.
Yeah, no worries. Us fine and fit. So we have arrived just about 6 kilometres down the road from where we were staying, and it's called Cozy Nook Bay.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll show you. The smell is incredible. It smells really fresh, seaweedy type, fragrant and lovely. Oh, it looks like the camper van could have gone round there, not there. But I don't need to walk all the way over there. And whatever. It does look nice though. So you can park up free over there. My neighbours were telling us about this place and they said it was really, really nice. Looks like there's a toilet just there. The van would suggest it's a drop toilet. And we're going to go down and have a read, see what it's got to say. I think we can see what we need to see from this angle, don't you?
Yeah, and there's another bit, one the next way over is going to happen to this.
And if you see over there, that's Stewart Island. And as we was coming down the hill, you could see Cod Island that's over there that we was talking about yesterday. So it's the Cozy Nook, named by Captain George Thompson, the Bluff Harbour Master, after his homeland Scottish village, Cozy Nook, Mullet Bay. As this cove is known, was an early site of the Maori occupation. In the 1820s, this area had one of the largest Maori villages in coastal Southland, consisting of 40 to 50 warehouses.
Where?
Where?
That's the Maori name for houses.
Yeah, warehouses. This bay was not suitable for Maori to launch their waka, that's their canoes, but ideal sandy beaches were located nearby. During tribal hostilities between the Nagai Tahu and the Nagatiamaho in the 1700s, the fortified Pa on the Marawiki Island, that's the largest offshore island, was a place of refuge. It's nice to see some Maori history.
If you ever look down here on the beach, you might find a perfectly round pebble.
A perfectly round pebble?
Yeah, apparently so.
So this is probably the closest to a perfectly round stone we found. Kevin found it. The one I found was a bit better. His one a bit better than that. So yeah, that's our perfectly round stone, which I'm going to let go. Well, it's not perfectly round, but that's as far as we've got. Which is now in half. No, it's not really. Some very pretty stones here. Apparently we can't leave until we find one.
That's really heavy.
That's everything. Oh gosh, yeah, very dense. On your head, Kev.
This is pretty cool. You can see where they drag the boats up. Look. Bit of a railway track. And all the way down there. Some refreshments while Willow's working hard making our next video.
We won't mention how much of this cake I ate.
Or how big it was to start with. Good afternoon. Weather forecasters in New Zealand are no better than they are in the UK. It's supposed to be a bit dull and overcast today. So as I was saying, this weather sort of sneaks up on us and caught us a bit by surprise. So this is actually a river, the mouth of which is over there. As you can see, there's a bit of a sandbar going on, and you can walk all the way along there. I think there must still be access to the river to get out, but I'm guessing you could walk out onto there quite happily. And I was just coming for have a look around.
Can I just say, do you know I always go on about, even when I was back down there yesterday, how fragrant it is? It's fragrant in a different terms. It's smelly. It's like toilet smelly. Even Kevin can smell it.
Yeah.
But it can't be too bad to have all this wildlife here.
No. I mean, it could be just the rotting seaweedy stuff.
Could be.
So I'm just walking up here around the corner, and as usual I was just wandering up here just to see what it was like. No cameras or anything, and of course, what do we bump into over there? It's a spoonbill.
Where did we see the other ones? Just before we got on the ferry, wasn't it?
Yeah, the other ones, yeah, it was North Island, wasn't it? That was, what's it bay, wasn't it?
Wellington, yeah.
Was it that bay? Where we saw, no, it was just after the bay where we saw the stingrays, wasn't it?
No, that was stingrays of South Island. We saw the spoonbills before we got on the ferry in Wellington.
Oh, okay.
We had one night at a river estuary,
Yeah.
and then the other night near the camp. No, that was the same day. Oyster catchers are so noisy.
Fractious, yeah.
Fractious.
Yeah. So over here they're called variable oyster catchers because they go from fully black to fully white. And there's a pied phase, which is what people would normally recognise as an oyster catcher.
And there's different types of cormorants and
Shags.
as well. They've got a pygmy one, pied one, all black one. Yeah.
Spotted.
I mean, you'd have to keep an eye on the tide out here because you can see how shallow it is, and there's like a sandbank out there. But I reckon once the tide turns, it'll come in fairly quickish. It was fairly quickish last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had a cracking sunset, a really amazing sunset, which we'll put some pictures up. And one of the pictures I liked so much, and I took it through the screen of the van, is going to go up on the wall. So we've decided we're going to build a house that's got about 50 walls to put all our photography up on.
Yeah, it's going to have a walls at least 50 metres long.
Yeah. But in our other house we used to have those picture frames that have all the different sections in, so I think we might, the best of each country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it might even get down to the best of each continent because we'll have so many. We might even...
Either that or we'll get a big TV screen and put it on there and then just have the photos.
Yeah. Yeah, but
scrolling
some pictures you want
permanently.
Yeah, permanently. And maybe we'll even ask you guys what you think is the best. Yeah, maybe we should have a competition of the best pictures of New Zealand, and whoever chooses the best and then we agree with it, and maybe we'll send you a copy. Who knows? Who knows?
Making hard work of that crow just down here. Take it in one. Oh, actually, it's a lot bigger. Been sitting here watching these two, and we can't make up our mind whether having a bit of a face off, or a bit of a dust up, or they're displaying to each other. I'm going to go with the display, although it's back into February. Can't imagine they're displaying for mating purposes. It's coming into autumn now.
So I'm just filming a bit of the sandbar out there. Look at those waves, guys. They are huge. And that bit there, you won't be able to see that once the tide comes in a bit more. So again, we had another beautiful sunset, and then we saw the moon starting to go down, which was really nice, and there was just something about the sky. I mean, after taking these beautiful pictures, Kevin popped out to the toilet for the last time of the night, and he called me up, and oh my god, we was absolutely blown away. Look what we saw the southern lights. It was just amazing. It was kind of breathtaking, kind of eerie, and it really touched my soul. And can you imagine from before our ancestors looking up at this and thinking, what on earth is that? So all those little lights you see, the people out watching it, it really was spectacular, and we were so chuffed to be able to see it.
Have you ever been to Google and asked how long GoPro batteries should last? And the only answers you can find is how long they last in the camera. Here's the answer. So we've had a GoPro now for about 3 years, I suppose. And this, the original camera, because this is the third camera that we've had out of GoPro because they keep going wrong, came with these ones. And this is one of the two original batteries that I got with the camera. And a year or so ago, I got these ones, which are the ones that now come with the new GoPros, the 11, 10 and 11. They're twice as powerful as these ones. So we used to be able to film most of the day with this one. We'd always take the other one as a backup, but generally it would last most of the day. And now these ones last most of the day. Okay, we might be filming a bit more, but yeah, if I put it out for doing some night lapse photography or whatever, or you know, some time lapse stuff, I used to get a decent amount out of these, and now I have to use these. So to answer your question, I reckon, depending on how much you use it, 2.5 to 3 years, because this one, it doesn't last very long at all. It goes in, it says it's 100% or 99% or whatever it is, and then within a short time it will get down to 40 odd percent, and once it gets below 40%, the camera goes, no, I can't do this, and switches itself off. Hence the couple of things where it's sort of just cut off. So we're going to have to stick to using these. So there you go, that's your answer. How long do GoPro batteries last? Maybe a couple of years, depending on how much you use them. So we've been looking for a post box for the last few days, maybe a week. They're a bit few and far between, and so Willow's just gone around there to put the card in that we got to send, and it's right outside the shop, so you know what's coming.
Now I've got the filming equipment with me, yeah, and you're filming on your phone. I haven't bought anything back, nothing, nada, don't be looking. Can switch that off now, switch it off. If you love your wife, switch it off. I bought him a Magnum that he likes.
Is that for retrieving the lid?
Yeah, thank you. And I bought myself, it's called Bubble O Bill. Now I had to have a bit of a squeeze because most of them were melted in there.
Yeah, this one feels a bit.
Huh?
This one feels a bit. Oh, yeah.
So that's what it is. It's supposed to have a hat on and a bubble gum in the middle of it. I thought to myself, you know, $7. $7.70.
3.5 quid, 4 quid.
It's It's not very nice people. I've learnt my lesson. I did say to you, I said to Kevin, we're not buying nothing more. We're going to have a whole week of not buying no more groceries because like it's getting ridiculous. Except for ice cream and bread. Ice cream.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
Hey guys.
Good afternoon.
So we are in Bluff. We've made it to Bluff.
Yep.
Actually, we thought it was the most southerly point, didn't we? But
Yeah.
it turns out it's not. So we're going to go and do that afterwards.
In the same way that John O'Groats is the most northerly point in the UK.
Yeah, and Land's End
It's the
is
most
the
southerly,
most, yeah.
southerly point.
But it's a nice place. Kevin thought he saw a seal out on the rocks back there.
But we've seen so many seals, we're just like,
it's just a seal sort of thing. And the young couple that I was talking to said they saw penguins here when they were here the other day. So that'd be really nice because we haven't seen a penguin as of yet.
no.
So that's a bit elusive, like the orca, like kiwi, just saying. So over there is Stewart Island.
Out there is Stewart Island somewhere. I don't know whether it's that bit over there or those bits over there. It's an hour's ferry drive. Ferry ride.
Yeah.
And it's $100 each way each.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
You can't take the van.
You can't take the van, which is the problem that we've got, because you can take a couple of suitcases, but we haven't got bags because the van is our bag.
Yeah. But either way, Kevin was having a look at an Airbnb. Tell him how much the Airbnb was for one night.
Well, if you go and stay at the lodge, it was $449 for one night. There are Airbnbs over there that are cheaper.
Yeah, plus your 400 to get there
And back.
and back.
And then you're going to need some sort of transportation because you can hire vehicles over there. So I was having a look around. Long story short, we're having a look around. We're going to come back another time. We're going to do it properly. We're going to stay at Airbnb for a couple of days. We found a couple of nice ones because if you want to see any of the wildlife that's over there, and believe me, by all accounts, there's a lot of it. And all the stuff that New Zealand is famous for, all the sexy stuff, is over there. It's very much like New Zealand was before people turned up. You know, for example, I was reading the information, there's 400 people that live on Stewart Island. There's 16,000 Kiwis.
Yep.
So, you know.
So there would be a good chance of it seeing.
So but of course you've got to be there in the evenings. You can't.
And another reason why I'm not going just yet is it's all booked up.
Well,
So
yeah, there is that as well.
for at least the next 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
that's why we're not doing it, because we didn't even have it on our plan. You know, we don't plan anything, so yeah. So we dipped out, but it's fine. You can get a flight actually from Auckland down to Invercargill, cheap as chips. So I think we'll probably do that once we reach back on the North Island, but we'll keep you posted. Anyway, show them the kelp. Have you guys seen kelp this colour before? It's really dark kelp. It's like caramel kelp.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it's kelp, but only because kelp is long and stringy like this. Now, if this was Scotland, you'd see a sea otter.
Yeah, you
See
would.
that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on my fish.
But as it's New Zealand, I'd like to see a penguin.
Yeah, we want to see a penguin. Put me crooked. Put me not crooked. There you go. There you go. You take over.
I'll take over and see if I can find
But it's a beautiful day. Look at this. Absolutely stunning day. So what do you think of New Zealand so far? It's cool, eh? Oh, what do we need to ask them?
Oh yeah, give us a subscribe, give us a like, share it with your friends, and help us grow the channel. And then that way we can bring you much more of this.
Oh, another side note, an excited side note for today. Today on Instagram we've got a 500 follower.
Yeah.
Yay! Anyway, we'll see you in a bit.
But it's so good to see you.
Just tell them what you were saying.
So, this here is the other end of Route 1. I think there's two, I think the Route 1 on the North Island and the Route 1 on the South Island, this is called Southern Highway 1, but it's still Route 1. So Route 1 all the way from top to bottom. There you go.
On the east side.
No, Route 1 goes from Cape Rainer
Oh, okay.
all the way down to here.
Right. Yeah.
So it goes from top to bottom.
Yeah.
It doesn't go down either one side.
No.
In fact, most of it is in the middle.
Because I was a bit confused because we took the 6 since we've been on the
Yeah,
south.
yeah. We haven't done it. I mean,
He needs to explain stuff more. He says I don't listen. Eh? I think he's a bit frustrated. Whoa, I'm getting the hand. I'm getting the hand. What?
yeah. All I was pointing out was that we were at Route 1 at the top and we're now at Route 1 at the bottom. Just because we haven't travelled Route 1 the full length, because believe me, most of Route 1 is pretty normal. We like to take the interesting stuff.
Yeah, we don't do normal.
So we don't do, yeah. So you know, if you don't like the norm and you want a bit out of the ordinary, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a follow.
I'll tell you the tips where to go.
And we'll show you where to go. And we'll show you all the best bits of New Zealand and the rest of the world.
Yeah. What we've seen so far.
So Cape Rainer is 1,400 kilometres north. And the South Pole is 4,800 kilometres south. So we've only got about twice as far to go and we can be at the South Pole.
That is not on the agenda. It's on his agenda.
3 times as far. And we're at the South
It's on
Pole.
his agenda. It's not my agenda. It's not. It's no. Willow's allergic to the cold, Kev.
Yeah, unfortunately South Pole isn't on a tourist map. You have to have special permissions and spend loads of money. So
Shame.
you'll have to subscribe so we can become really huge, get loads of money out of the advertising.
Willow's allergic to the cold. That's all I'm saying, guys. So if you want to see some tropical, that's going to the West Indies, the Caribbean, just subscribe and we'll take you to those places as well. And just so you know, we saw a shark today, but we'll put that picture up at another time.
And an octopus.
And a giant octopus. Well, if you've been subscribed to the channel, you've already seen the octopus swimmers on the North Island that the kiddies caught. But yeah. See you in a bit.
So you know when you're emptying the cassette toilet and it's got the little screwy cappy thing and you take it off and you put it down on the side, don't you, and then you empty it and then you fill it up and you chuck it around and you empty it. Well, Willow's got into this habit of knocking the cap down the hole where you pour the poop. And guess who has to rescue it? I think it's a ploy.
It's not. We take almost turns in emptying the cassette. It's not that we don't have to do at home because we've changed the toilet, which I really don't miss. Yeah. But here, it is what it is.
I think it's a ploy. Because what did Willow say to me? Willow said, I think this is an indication that it should be my job.
So I did it on Sunday. Today is what, Tuesday? I did it on Sunday. It was an accident. I don't want him putting his hand down it nasty. And I just did it just now. I sort of shook it and I didn't screw it on and it went down and I go, no! And it's a lot bigger hole, this one. But thankfully, you still love me though?
Yeah, absolutely.
He goes, you dozy cow. And I'm like, oh, my Kevin never calls me anything other than sweetie or whatever. Call me dozy cow, my life. Anyway, we did have a giggle. Thankfully, he had a laugh because, like, I know some husbands be right bloody miserable.
I don't know whether you can buy sort of spare caps. Well, I mean, that's an expensive mistake. If you drop your thing, you can't buy a spare cap. You have to buy a whole new cassette.
Oh my God, that'd be such a ball ache.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start. And we'd have to be cross-legged for a couple of days because we ain't anywhere where you might be able to get one.
Yeah. And you're probably thinking why we emptied it. So when we come across one that's by the side of the road, you can put donation on, what we do. But there was toilets, and a nice toilets as well where we were, so I just in the sun a little bit. But I've got this thing, if people are waiting, like if there's a queue for the toilet and there was loads of people at the campsite, everybody, if there's a toilet, uses them. I used it, but I needed to go, like number 2-0s. I went, 2 people waiting, so I thought, hang on. I went back there, 2 people occupied. When I sort of looked again, there was other people waiting. I can't perform if I know there's a queue waiting. I can't do it. I can't. Kevin seems to be able to perform on
the other hand, she can pee anywhere. I mean, you know, she'll drop her drawers and pee in the middle of the road if necessary.
When's the last time I did that?
I don't know. When was the last time we were out and about in the wild?
Yeah, exactly. It's been countries, mate, countries. But yeah, I just think it's hilarious. At least we had a laugh about it. Oh, the things. He is a darling, isn't she?
Yep, absolutely.
Right, off to our park up. check these beauties out. So when oh god, I think I'm having a bit of a day of it. So we went past these. I thought, oh, they're really tall sheep. Like their head was down, and we were trying to look for the dump station, which is literally 100 metres up the road. And we come across these babies. Hello, look at these, so cute. Hello. Hiya. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Look at it. So sweet. I've got no idea what the difference is between a llama. Postbox. Woohoo! So we've been looking for a postbox. So I wrote a letter to my mum. Well, a card. Ages ago. Paid £3. No, $3.50. I think it is. email. Do you think we can find a postbox anywhere? Because when I bought the card, I said, oh, we'll have to have the stamps. And I didn't want to be in a rush. So a few weeks later, I finally wrote her a note. And there's a postbox just round the corner. Return address, somewhere on the South Island. Oh, dear. You can't beat this weather. You cannot beat this weather. It's not too hot. It's about 20 degrees, 22 degrees actually. But it's just beautiful. It's just, it makes you feel so alive in so many ways. Anyway, let's post a letter. Stop waffling. We will see you later. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed this week. We've had a really good week. And we're still loving the South Island. We're still loving our adventure, full stop, aren't we?
Oh yeah, it's great.
And we'll see you again next time.
Yep.
Take care, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.